Have you ever paused to wonder how some individuals, even well into their later years, radiate vibrant health, mental clarity, and a vitality that seems untouched by time? What if I told you their secret isn't locked away in high-priced pharmaceuticals or cutting-edge treatments, but found in something as simple and humble as a cup of tea? For thousands of years, Chinese monks and traditional healers have safeguarded ancient herbal knowledge, remedies that harness the incredible healing power of nature. These time-honored teas, crafted from rare plants and roots, were used not just to treat illness, but to nourish the body, awaken the mind, and slow the march of aging from within. And here's the part that may surprise you. Much of this powerful wisdom has been slowly forgotten or quietly overshadowed by the rise of modern industry. Today, we're often led to believe that only synthetic pills and lab-made solutions hold the key to our health. But nature has always offered potent remedies, subtle yet profoundly effective, and many of them still exist, hidden in plain sight. These ancient Chinese teas are more than just beverages. They are elixirs that cleanse inflammation, recharge energy, balance hormones, and address chronic conditions that many people have been conditioned to accept as just part of life. When used with intention, they don't just support your health, they help your body rejuvenate from the inside out. And here's the real revelation. The fifth tea I'll share with you is so powerful, it's been called a forbidden remedy. Perhaps because its effects are so profound, it challenges everything we've been taught about aging and illness. In this video, I'm going to unveil 5 extraordinary teas that outperform many modern medications, and I'll show you exactly how to integrate them into your daily routine with ease. Each tea carries its own unique healing signature, and by the end of this journey, you'll understand why this knowledge has been preserved by the wise, and why now is the time to reclaim it. So, before we dive in, tap that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future content that could genuinely transform your life. And if you're ready to take that first step, comment below. I choose to return to nature's wisdom to care for my health. Because this choice, this moment, could be the beginning of everything changing for you. Today, most people recognize ginger as just another spice in the kitchen, something you might toss into a stir-fry or tea without much thought. But this humble root carries a legacy far more profound than its modern culinary use suggests. In ancient Chinese monasteries, ginger tea was revered as a sacred elixir of vitality. During long spiritual retreats, when silence and meditation demanded immense physical and mental discipline, Chinese monks would sip ginger infusions to sustain warmth in their bodies, stimulate digestion, and maintain heightened mental focus. To them, ginger was more than a root. It was a conduit for cleansing energy, sharpening awareness, and aligning the body with the spirit. And modern science is only now catching up to what these wise practitioners understood centuries ago. From a biological standpoint, ginger is nothing short of extraordinary. It is one of nature's most potent anti-inflammatory agents, known to ease joint pain, soothe digestive issues, and revitalize sluggish circulation. It reawakens the body's natural rhythms, especially those dulled by age, stress, or the accumulation of toxins. Beyond inflammation, ginger supports metabolic balance, bolsters the immune system, and is a natural remedy for nausea and dizziness, issues that become more common as we age. Historical records even tell of Tibetan monks consuming ginger tea daily to fuel their inner fire while meditating in the icy isolation of mountain altitudes. They had no modern insulation, no pills, no electric heaters, just this fiery golden root, believed to carry the warmth of the sun itself. And now clinical research backs these ancient traditions. Studies confirm that ginger enhances blood flow to the extremities, reduces chronic inflammation, and helps prevent cardiovascular diseases. In fact, many older individuals who've added ginger tea to their daily rituals report a tangible increase in energy, digestion, and even emotional well-being. This isn't coincidence. It's chemistry aligned with nature. By stimulating circulation and reducing the body's hidden inflammatory stress, ginger helps us feel alive again, energized, clear-headed, and reconnected to a deeper vitality. And the beauty is in its simplicity. To prepare it, slice fresh ginger and simmer it in water for 5 to 10 minutes. For added benefit and a nod to the ancient method, add a few drops of fresh lemon juice or a touch of raw honey. This small ritual, practiced with intention, echoes a philosophy that respects the rhythm of nature and the wisdom of generations who used what the earth freely gave to nourish the body, calm the mind, and uplift the spirit. A simple cup of tea, steeped in centuries of tradition, can be your daily act of renewal. Few outside the most ancient circles of natural healing truly understand the quiet power of rooibos tea. Native to the sun-drenched mountains of South Africa, rooibos, often misjudged as a simple herbal drink, was revered across many Eastern spiritual lineages over the centuries. Among them, Chinese monastic communities came to value it deeply for its remarkable ability to purify the body and fortify the spirit during their most rigorous practices. To these wise practitioners, rooibos wasn't just a beverage, it was a sacred tonic, a soothing elixir that brought calm to the mind, warmth to the body, and strength during prolonged fasting, deep meditation, or seasonal transitions when both physical and spiritual endurance were pushed to the limit. Despite being naturally caffeine-free, rooibos overflows with potent antioxidants, such as aspalathin and nothofagin, compounds that reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, stabilize blood sugar, and shield the body from oxidative stress. But what sets it apart even more is its profound effect on the nervous system. Unlike many modern medications that dull or overstimulate, rooibos calms and renews. With every sip, it's as though the body exhales and the mind gently recenters itself. Take the story of Mr. Robert, a 72-year-old retiree who struggled for years with chronic insomnia and high blood pressure. He had tried everything: pills, alternative therapies, special diets, with little to no relief. Then, on a friend's suggestion, he began a simple ritual: 1 cup of pure rooibos tea before bed. Within weeks, Robert was sleeping soundly through the night, his blood pressure dropped, and his anxiety faded. "It feels like I'm waking up in a new body every morning," he said. In ancient Chinese traditions, rooibos held a place not only as a physical healer but as a spiritual tool. Monks believed that a tranquil heart begins with a harmonized body, and they would prepare this tea in silence before entering deep meditative states. Rooibos was seen as an herb of silent elevation, one that grounded the body while lifting the mind, allowing for inner clarity and peaceful focus. They knew that a restless, inflamed body cannot ascend to higher consciousness, and rooibos became their gentle ally in this journey. How should you use it? Rooibos tea deserves more than a casual steep. To unlock its full medicinal and energetic potential, use pure rooibos leaves, unblended, untouched, and let them steep in freshly boiled water for 5 to 7 minutes. The longer it infuses, the richer the antioxidant content and the deeper its calming effect. But there's more to it than just brewing tea. According to the monks, the preparation itself was a ritual of restoration. They would sit in silence, breathe deeply, and observe the steam rising as part of the healing. It wasn't just about what entered the body. It was about slowing down, turning inward, and realigning the self. You can do this too. Turn off your devices. Prepare your rooibos tea mindfully. Let your thoughts settle as the tea brews. This quiet act becomes a moment of self-healing, a small but profound pause in a noisy world. For an added boost, try steeping rooibos with a few slices of fresh orange or lemon. This not only enhances its antioxidant power, but adds a naturally sweet citrusy note, No sugar needed. Enjoy it at night for restful sleep or during the day to keep your mind centered and your body protected from the invisible stresses of modern life. Each cup is more than hydration. It's a silent investment in your vitality, balance, and longevity. Among all the teas cherished across the globe, few carry the depth of tradition, reverence, and healing power, quite like green tea. While today it's found in every coffee shop and supermarket aisle, its origins tell a much more sacred story, one that began in ancient temples and spiritual sanctuaries. For Chinese monks, green tea was not merely a beverage, it was a divine companion. It was used to purify the body, sharpen the mind, and elevate consciousness during long hours of disciplined meditation. In monastic life, it played a critical role in bridging the physical with the spiritual, helping monks remain alert, yet serene, awake, but never restless. Within the body, green tea acts like a natural defense system and rejuvenator. It's packed with catechins, powerful antioxidants that protect against premature aging, reduce chronic inflammation, and enhance heart health. But what truly sets green tea apart is its unique synergy of caffeine and L-theanine, a combination that offers sustained energy, mental clarity, and deep focus without the jitters or crashes of coffee. It's as though green tea awakens the body while calming the mind, delivering balance in every sip. Consider the story of Mrs. Susan, a 69-year-old woman who had always led an active lifestyle. Over the years, she began noticing creeping mental fog, forgetfulness, and a slow decline in her physical stamina. Then a friend, an avid yoga and meditation practitioner, suggested she try adding 2 cups of pure green tea to her daily rhythm, one in the morning and another in the afternoon. Just a few weeks later, Susan felt transformed. She reported sharper focus, lighter energy, and an overall sense of well-being, without resorting to synthetic stimulants or energy drinks. "It's like each cup breathes life back into my days," she said. In ancient Chinese tradition, green tea wasn't just consumed, it was honored. Monks practiced tea preparation as a meditative ritual. Heating the water, selecting the leaves, and pouring each cup were acts performed with mindfulness and gratitude. They believed that green tea carried not just nutrients, but life force, a sacred energy that harmonized the body with the natural flow of existence. Drinking green tea was a spiritual practice as much as a physical one. Every step was intentional, every sip a moment of presence. How to use green tea the right way. The secret lies in respecting the delicate nature of the leaves. To preserve its antioxidants and subtle flavor, the water should be hot but not boiling, ideally between 75 to 80 degrees Celsius, 167 to 176 degrees Fahrenheit. Steep the leaves for just 2 to 3 minutes, long enough to release their essence without making the tea bitter. A time-honored tip from monastic tradition: drink in small sips, breathing deeply between each one. This simple practice doesn't just help you absorb nutrients, it invites your mind and body into a state of calm, focused awareness. Try beginning your morning with a cup of green tea on an empty stomach to awaken your vital energy. Or sip it in the afternoon to restore your mental balance without the spikes and crashes of coffee. Want to enhance its benefits? Add a thin slice of lemon or a few fresh mint leaves. This not only brightens the taste, but amplifies its antioxidant properties. Green tea is more than just a drink. It is an ancient tradition and a modern-day bridge, connecting the physical vitality we need with the emotional serenity we long for. Chamomile tea is one of the oldest herbal infusions known to humankind. While it's often dismissed today as just a mild bedtime drink, its legacy runs far deeper. In ancient Chinese healing traditions and among monastic circles, chamomile was revered not merely as a relaxant, but as a sacred herb of restoration, tranquility, and spiritual alignment. For Chinese monks and natural healers, Chamomile tea was a gateway to inner balance. It wasn't just a way to calm the body. It was a ceremonial drink used to restore harmony in the nervous system, quiet the spirit, and ground the mind during times of internal or seasonal transitions. It was considered essential before embarking on meditative journeys or spiritual renewal. Chamomile's effects on the body are subtly powerful and deeply therapeutic. Beyond promoting restful sleep, it possesses natural anti-inflammatory properties, eases joint pain, calms digestive distress, and regulates stress-related hormones. On a neurological level, it gently engages the brain receptors responsible for fear, tension, and emotional overstimulation, acting as a quiet guardian of emotional well-being. Each sip becomes an invisible shield against the daily wear and tear of modern life, nurturing not just the body, but the very core of our inner calm. Let me share with you the story of Mrs. Linda, a 77-year-old woman who had long suffered from insomnia, anxiety, and persistent muscle pain. After years of trying medications, therapies, and lifestyle changes, true relief came through a surprising source: her granddaughter, a dedicated practitioner of Chinese meditation and tea rituals. On her suggestion, Linda began incorporating chamomile tea into her nightly routine, paired with deep breathing, soft lighting, and moments of intentional silence. Within just a few weeks, Linda's sleep returned to a peaceful rhythm. Her muscle tension eased. Her energy and mood began to flourish, not through pharmaceuticals, but through the gentle strength of a humble flower. In ancient Chinese teachings, chamomile wasn't viewed as a mere plant. It was a symbol of inner peace and spiritual grounding. Monks used it during moments of seasonal change, personal transformation, or before new spiritual endeavors. They believed that a calm heart is the fertile ground from which all growth begins, and chamomile tea was the ritual drink that nourished that peace. How to harness the full power of chamomile tea? The key lies in patient, intentional preparation. Use high-quality dried chamomile flowers, not commercial tea bags, and steep them in hot, but not boiling water for at least 8 to 10 minutes. The longer steeping time allows the tea to release its full range of healing compounds, deepening its calming properties. To truly experience its benefits, drink chamomile tea in silence or with soft ambient light, far from screens and external noise. Inhale deeply between sips and allow the act of tea drinking to become a miniature ritual of reconnection with your breath, your body, and your present state of being. This was a foundational teaching in traditional Chinese monastic life. A still cup in a still moment awakens the spirit. You can easily create your own calming nighttime ritual. Brew your chamomile tea, light a candle, take a few deep breaths, and let go of the day. To amplify the tea's healing effect, try adding a slice of apple or a stick of cinnamon during steeping. These ingredients not only elevate the aroma and taste, but bring their own calming and antioxidant powers to the blend. With every cup, you're not just drinking tea, you're nourishing peace. A quiet balm against the chaos of modern life. A gift to your body, your mind, and your spirit. Now that you've discovered the quiet power of these ancient teas, it's time to awaken to a deeper truth. Drinking them is not enough. The way you connect to these teas, the intention you carry, the presence you offer in each moment of sipping, these are what truly unlock their transformative potential. In the oldest traditions, especially among Chinese monks and natural healers, tea was not a beverage. It was a ritual of internal alignment, a bridge between the physical body and the inner spirit. Each infusion was a ceremony, each cup a mirror of how you choose to meet yourself. The first step toward activating the true potential of these teas is simple: slow down. Do not rush. Do not drink distractedly while scrolling your phone or multitasking your way through a hectic day. Instead, dedicate 5 quiet minutes. Sit, breathe, feel the warmth of the cup in your hands. Inhale the aroma. Notice the color, the steam, the sensation. This isn't a performance, it's a return to yourself. When you drink tea in this way with reverence and full awareness, you don't just absorb antioxidants. You strengthen your nervous system. You soothe your emotional body. You send a message to every cell. I am here. I care. That signal is more healing than any pill. Another secret lies in honoring your natural rhythm. Some teas serve you best in the morning, others in the evening. Observe, listen. Maybe ginger tea wakes you with clarity. Maybe rooibos calms you mid-afternoon. Chamomile might cradle you into restful sleep. Align your tea with your energy, not the clock. In Chinese philosophy, there's a profound principle. Healing lives in the space between intention and action. It's not the herbs alone, it's how you use them. It's the choice to be conscious rather than automatic. That is what gives the tea its real strength. And don't overlook the details that seem small but are anything but. The water, for instance, use filtered, pure water. Heat it gently. No microwaves, no aggressive boiling. Water carries memory, energy, and vibration. The monks taught, the purity of the water determines the purity of the tea. Care begins in the invisible. So take care with the little things. Make tea a sacred companion, not just another item on your to-do list. When you prepare and drink tea with awareness, you're not just nourishing your body. You're building a deeper, more loving relationship with yourself. And here's the truth that must be spoken with full honesty. No tea, not even the rarest, most potent leaf, will change your life by itself. These teas are gifts of nature, yes, but they are just one part of a much larger story. True transformation requires daily decisions. How you eat, how you move, how you rest, how you speak to yourself. Tea is not the savior. You are the protagonist. Many want instant results, one cup, one cure, but nature doesn't work that way. Your body, like a forest, heals in rhythm, slowly, silently, steadily, with time, patience, and care, and that is the path of real wellness, not magic, but consistency, a kind of devotion to the life you are shaping. The Chinese monks knew this well. They taught that it is not what you do once, but what you do every day that shapes your destiny. Meditation, tea, silence, movement. When practiced consistently, they become the pillars of longevity and peace. So take this path seriously. Make small, loving choices daily. A cup of tea, a nourishing meal, a walk in the sunlight, a moment of stillness before bed. All of it counts. Every gesture is a seed. Imagine your body as a great living tree. Your nutrition are the roots. Movement is the trunk. Rest is the canopy. Emotions are the wind that passes through. And tea? Tea is the gentle rain that sustains it all. Without roots and structure, rain alone cannot make a tree flourish. But with everything in balance, every drop becomes gold. Let your teas be part of this rhythm. Not your cure, but your quiet support, your silent prayer, your daily nourishment. Because in the end, true health is not something you conquer, it is something you cultivate. And every cup, every breath, every conscious act is a seed planted in the soil of the life you are choosing to grow. If you've made it this far, know this. Few people have the courage to walk this path, the courage to look beyond what is sold, to search deeper than what is shown, to listen not just to noise but to wisdom, ancient, quiet, and true. Today you didn't just learn about teas, you reclaimed a piece of ancestral truth, wisdom that has survived the centuries, not because it was trendy, but because it worked. Because it spoke to something deeper than the body, it spoke to the spirit. And the most beautiful realization, even in an age of noise, complexity, and distraction, what heals is still simple. What strengthens is still natural. What awakens is still within. It's easy to overlook these rituals, to believe that a tea is just a tea, that ancient habits are outdated customs without real impact. But as you've seen, small daily gestures are the quiet architects of your destiny. Every choice you make, consciously or not, plants a seed. And from today forward, you hold the power to plant with intention. The Chinese monks taught, "What is planted with presence blooms with strength." And that is exactly what you are beginning to do. It's not about changing your entire life overnight. It's about remembering, with each cup, each breath, each quiet moment, that something greater is guiding you. That healing begins inside and it ripples outward. That you are the first and most important guardian of your inner temple. If you honor that truth, through ritual, through nourishment, through awareness, you will notice the shift. Your energy will rise. Your mind will clear. Your body will move with lightness. And life will flow. And it doesn't matter how old you are, how many years have passed, or how many times you've started over. As long as there is consciousness, there is space to grow, to strengthen, to flourish. Life is now. Transformation is too. If this message resonated with you, like this video, subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell so you never miss a message that nourishes your body and soul, and in the comments below, write this sacred intention. I choose to honor my health with consciousness and respect every day. This is more than a phrase. It's the first line in a new chapter, a chapter you're writing now with more presence, more wisdom, and more inner power than ever before.